Hey guys, today's Monday Motivation. I thought I'd bring you by to see my dad. He was an Army vet, went in early when he was young, got out to raise a family, and then went back in as a reservist later on in his life. Ended up going to Desert Storm in 1990 and never came back the same. He came back and you could just tell there was something off, and took him a while to kind of work through that mentally and physically. And he lived a long, prosperous life, took care of his family the way he was supposed to, but it was just different. And on this day, Memorial Day, along with Motivation Monday, I wanted you to understand that what our servicemen do for us is so important that we've got to make sure that we honor them the correct way. We remember them for all their sacrifices. I appreciate you taking some time to be here with me and my dad, and I think it's important that we grow some type of patriotism within our program. I think it's important that the world knows that at Johnson High School, we back our servicemen and we believe in our country. I think that is something that's paramount within today's public schools. I think it's something that's needed. I think it's something that's good and pure. And I love seeing when our athletes enlist and go into the military, because they're sacrificing everything for us to keep us safe and keep us free. And I think that is so important. It's just needed in this world today. Worth that you understand that we're about to get started, and if we can build what our servicemen do as far as serving others, if we can build that into our program will be 10 times stronger, because you will do more for the man next to you than you'll do for yourself a lot of the times. Just like our servicemen that are in this cemetery at Sam Houston. They've given the ultimate sacrifice. Now, on a football team, the ultimate sacrifice doesn't mean death. It just means effort and commitment and want to. And understanding that you have to separate myself from the team. And what's best for the team is the most important thing. What's best for myself has to be secondary. So if that means I change positions, I change positions. If that means I, work extra after practice, then I work extra after practice. If that means I have to stay away from practice so I can go study for that big test, then that's what I've got to do. Sacrifice is a strong word. Commitment is a strong word. Just think if those two words were embedded into our program, how much better we'd be, how fast we would get good. We talk about going more than one round, and we talk about a state championship, but who on the team right now is committed enough to do that? We'll find out, because summer's going to start June 8th, and we'll see who's committed and who's not. Now, I understand people are going to go on vacation, and that's fine. But if you are in San Antonio, Texas, you need to be at the workouts. And you need to dedicate from 8 to noon with the Jaguars, Monday through Friday. There's some of you that are going to be a little iffy about the COVID-19 pandemic and practicing. And I totally understand that. We're going to do everything we can to keep it safe for you and your family. We'll come out with those procedures and those policies prior to June 8th. But what I want you to know is this: we're only as good as our players. Our coaches are going to work their tails off. Our parents are going to support their tails off. So is our administration and teachers. But we can't play the game for you. You've got to do that. You've got to do that. So what product are you going to put on the field? Because we start making that product June 8th. Some of you already began, and you're doing a great job, and we appreciate you. But what happens on June 8th? Do we all show up? 75% of us show up? 50% of us show up? 25. It's up to you. You're building your team right now, and we need to build it as strong as we can. I appreciate you listening to me on this Memorial Day weekend. Make sure that you are honoring and remembering those that have served and paid the ultimate sacrifice. I appreciate you. Make good choices, and we'll see you.